Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's Tuesday's request day. Today's map was requested by the creator, and considering we normally hate this sort of map, it's not bad. I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. So that's something. Now, the creator is, strictly speaking, a bambino from Italia, and have deliberately chosen their name to make my life as difficult as possible, which is why I love them so much. So I have been practicing. I have been listening very carefully to the lovely people over on Google Translate, and I think I've got it about right. So if you appreciate all of this extra hard work that I've put in today's episode, well, you know what to do. It's daily reminder. That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me go a little bit more every single day, so thanks for your support. Today's map is maybe sort of like Europe by ioarrivodatutteleparti. Probably closer to French than Italian, but I'll take it. There's your start square, we've got the river running through it and just a hint of coastline there. And then have a look at the terrain map. It's very hard to see. There are hills there though. They're just not extreme, which is kind of good, I guess. And then the resources look like such. A lot of forestry going on and some oil around the extremities. Now, off to the workshop. There are some things to subscribe to via the one-click collection. I've forgotten to record that though. We are using the Central European theme. We'll be using the Rhinestone Island LUT, and there's a little bit of description, which I do appreciate, especially the quality of the English, which is definitely improving. Io arrivodatutteleparti. So yes, well done. Doing a good job there. But yes, the requirement list is just many of the rocks from Zardos and a few trees and stuff. But yes, all good. Now, we are looking at highways, multi-lane highways. There's a recommendation for Traffic Manager President Edition to get all the vehicles to use all of the lanes. I haven't actually activated that today, and it still seems okay, so we're all good with that one. Then we have got, if we have a little look here, we're actually coming in from Turkey. This is where we are at the moment. We're in Turkey. This is the crossing between Turkey and where are we? Oh, where would that be entering? That'd be Macedonia, maybe? I'm not entirely sure, actually. But anyway, we cross across here and we're heading down towards the Balkans down this kind of way. Yes, that map, that original map. What? Yeah, if you'd flipped your screen upside down. We'll be having a look at it a little bit more clarity a little bit later on. Don't worry, we're not going to completely ignore it. Now, if you are ignoring the fact that this is a map of Europe, this looks okay, doesn't it? This looks all right. I'm loving this, and all the intersections are very slick and sleek and very nicely worked. That heads down towards Middle East. I think that's heading down towards the Middle East. I'm losing track. No, that was Greece, wasn't it? Greece was down that way. Sorry, losing track of all of it. I don't know where I am. Because this map is kind of a cross between one of those maps where it's all accurate and one that's sort of like a little bit of creativity involved and still being workable as a map of an entire continent. That heads off across Europe. We're not going that way. We're going this way because this is going to be funny. Hey, I like it. Oh, hang on. We got these slow. Now, I think there might be some things that are not on the requirements list, possibly. Because if we go in to move it and grab that, these decals, yeah, that's disappeared. Oops, sorry. Need to switch Anarchy back on there. But yeah, we've got decals there. And so there's a possibility there are some things that may be missing from this map. We're going to head right. We're going to head right here. Why are we going to head right? Because if you turn left at this location, look down there, you see, that is Italy. And that's where all the worst people in the world live. All the worst people in the world. We're going to go this way. Hey, just joking. Just joking. Some of the good people of the world come from there. I just can't think of any. Anyways, after this intersection again, all the intersections are very sweetly done. All seem to be hand drawn as well, pretty much, and are very slick and smooth. And all the curves are good, and I've got no grumbles at all. Very good quality of road laying here. Comes down to this intersection here, and we're all splitting, and roads are going everywhere, and into the start square. Lots of buildable location here with the river running down the side as well, and a little bit of coastline as well. And down here we have today's special. Always a special one. It's a Korea Villa by Yogurt, and they haven't mullered this one. Okay, I'm sure that's only relevant in certain countries of the world. It's a brand of yogurt, guys. It's a brand of yogurt. Yeah, it's a lovely asset. Beautiful, nice tiered asset. Just caught my eye on the workshop. Thought we'd have a look at it. And factoids, because factoids. Vic Pollard of New Zealand was offered places in his nation's World Cup and cricket squads. Doesn't say what World Cup. I'm guessing soccer. He decided to play cricket. Which is probably a wise choice, because the New Zealand soccer squad has never ever been particularly strong. If we come down to ground level, I just want to show you this. That's the way in and out. There is no fire escapes. I'm basically one for I'd like a bit of the second exit to a building if possible, thank you. But other than that, it's a really nice asset. Very nice asset indeed. Okay, we'll head down this way underneath the rail. And down we've got one of these intersection type things there. We'll take a left. Again, everything's very slick and smooth. Little bridge over the river. A nice bit of forestry on either side as well. And we'll head up towards the factories that you see up ahead. Now, I'm all for a little bit of creative use of the vanilla props, and these have been used very creatively, although I feel that many of you are just going to get the bulldoze button out and bulldoze on, but that's fine. That's fine. A little bit of creativity that's easy to bulldoze is absolutely fine, especially when it's everybody's favourite factory. Because there seem to be 6 of them pushed in together there, counting the chimneys. But lovely. Good work. Well done. And no glitching. No glitching. That was a surprise. Also a surprise is this canal on the right hand side. Now, I'm not sure that there is a corresponding landmark just like this running across the entirety of France, but yeah, apparently there is. This is like the Suez Canal misplaced. I like it. It's all cool. It's all cool. Then we have the Pyrenees, not the pair of knees, the Pyrenees, which is a mountain range that separates. We've got a bit of Andorra in the middle of it, of course. A little bit of network extensions to tunnels, I should have mentioned. Network extensions too. Although there's no requirement for any DLC, so that's a good thing. Kind of playable for most people then. Now we're down into Spain and Portugal, by Iberia. That's where we are now. A little bit of the Iberian. And the rail ends here, the roads end here. It's all very slick and tidy. And we're going to follow the rail back. And we're going to show you 1 or 2 little bits that I know that they're vanilla because I have tested it. But I just never seen these as a ploppable item in the vanilla game, but I haven't looked really. And there we are. These are the caution train signs, basically, and they've been very nicely put together to kind of like be a double signal. I like the way that's been done. It's been done to the highest of standards, but I've just never seen it. And anything that I've never seen is always good because it means it's a first. It is a first. So thank you very much for that, Arrivo. ioarrivo even. Anyway, we'll keep on coming, following the rail along. This is not a bad rail layout, if I'm honest with you. We go across the river there. It's all slick and smooth and believable slopes. Again, comes down the back end of the factories, and we've even got a little siding there for the factories. Could easily have just like gone straight past it. I think that's nice that we're not ghosting past that one. I think we're now coming down to sort of like Paris kind of area. I wonder if this is a Seine we've just gone past. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not great on rivers, okay? I'm not great on rivers. I'm not great in rivers either, splashing around. Now if we take a left here, this then takes us down to the Channel. the Channel Tunnel, as the creator has put into the description. It's the Channel Tunnel or the Channel. I don't think you can have the Channel Tunnel, but that's what we've got. We emerge there, and there's a little bit of creative license going on here with the rail going up the centre of the country. There's a lot of creative license across the entire map, if I'm honest with you. But that's fine, because creativity is a part of the game, and if you're not doing an exact replica, why not just be a little bit creative, have a bit of fun? So anyway, we'll take a left here. We'll head across this next river, which is the yes, that one that goes up through Germany. Yeah, the big one. My brain's blanked. I blanked. There you go. It's been a long day. It's been a very, very long day. Lots of elevated rail coming through here, through the heartland of Europe, as we head off towards Ruska, and we'll that down the ground level. And it's all slick. Everything here is very slick indeed, very slick done. Lots of networking across the entire map. Lots of rail coming up here. I have not seen so many rail lines that haven't just been sidings for a long while. They do connect up very well. We've got a little dead end down there by the water. Lots of more of the everybody's favourite factories. We've got crossovers going on here, where I suspect there'll be some collisions in the middle. Not that it really matters, but there's possibility of them, but it does look very good indeed. And then down through the forests, the Siberian forests. I think we're in that kind of neck of the woods now, or is that the Black Sea on the left? I'm not entirely sure. I've lost track of where we are in the world. And now as we head off through the forests, there's one more factory on the left hand side before we get off to the fog. So right, this is pretty good standards, and if I hadn't told you otherwise, you wouldn't recognise this as being a map of Europe, which is also a plus thing. It does kind of distract sometimes when you've got a whole continent in one small map. Speaking of distractions, here's a distraction for you.
Are you baffled by how YouTubers put detailing on their assets? Are you frightened that something called anarchy would break your game? Then you need the BonBonB's Beginner Guide to Anarchy. Click the information button now.
And so on to the shipping routes, maybe sort of like Europe by that person. There's a lot of shipping routes, but they are curved. They're going into all the nooks and crannies. We'll go around the top part of, I think this is the United Kingdom here. We've got lots of crossovers going on there, which again could cause for lots of ghosting collisions. But that said, they are smooth, and as long as there isn't any collisions, there won't be any distracting shipping routes trying to do a U-bend and then come back the way they went, you know. But the shipping routes go pretty much everywhere. There is a lot of them, and they cover pretty much every path that you might desire. And down here, just when you think we're done, no, there's another bit there, and then there's a whole lot of bits going on right there. Water flow, we've got all of the major rivers. I think this is the Danube. I'm not entirely certain because basically I'm losing track of where everything is and what is going on. And then this is the main river running down through the start square. It's not the strongest, it's not the widest, but this little globule at the end here, this is also in the start square, so you can work with it. There is a water spawn point pushing the water out there as well, so that kind of does work just. Okay, so you've probably made out that this is Italy, a little bit of Sardinia at the bottom here, and an essential lighthouse. And it's a bit foggy. I think today we will be turning the fog off because we've got this Mount Etna and the fog. Do you know what? I think we will. We'll lose the fog. There are things here to be seen, and I think we need to do that. So yes, we've got Mount Etna. I'm sure that's Mount Etna on there, isn't it? I lose track of where all these mountains are. Mountains and rivers and such are things that I am weak on with geography. I'm good with other things. Oh, is that a drowned tree just off on the island there? I think there was a drowned tree at the tip of the island. Minor stuff. Anyway, we'll head up through Italy. It's very beautifully done, of course. You're going to do a little bit of a Tuscany build. Probably not the map for that, but you could put down one or two local Tuscany buildings, I guess. Then we'll head down this way. We'll have taken some of the features. Oh, we got this the castle down here. Ooh, it's a castle with A vanilla cathedral. Again, I don't think I've ever plopped this down, but it's definitely vanilla. So it's good to see a vanilla asset being used in a different way. Now, the United Kingdom. Oh, rule Britannia. Britannia rules the waves. Well, barely anymore, but you know, we've got 1 or 2 boats still. We have got the crossing across the channel there, and we've got the White Cliffs on the left, and I'm not sure what these cliffs on the right are, but it works. And then down here we've got a roundabout. Now, there's a very special trick going on here, which I give full credit to, because I don't think anybody's done this before. You may have noticed that the vehicles are driving on the right hand side, because that is how the map is supposed to be played. When we get up to the top here, look at this roundabout, look at the roundabout, and look at the traffic, the arrows. It's left hand drive in the United Kingdom. That's quite neat. Okay, you're going to have to like play tricks to get it to work across the entire island, but yes, it's a neat little thing. Of course, you can just delete those roads and replace them with regular roads and you'll be fine, but it's a neat little neat little trick even. Scandinavia, mountain ridges up there, lots of placements of these rocks. And oh, Iceland, yeah, Iceland's a bit bleak, a little bit oversized as well, but don't matter, a little bit of creativity, you know. Down here we've got, what have we got down here? We've got everybody's favourite factory again. We've got Stonehenge. Stonehenge has drifted slightly to the south. Very cool. Good little bit of roundabout detailing going on there. Just have a look around the map for other stuff. While I'm looking for other stuff, don't forget, if you'd like to vote on the map, is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the viewer's choice top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. The Mont Blanc Tunnel. The Mont Blanc. Oh, it's Mont Blanc. That would make a great thumbnail. Let me move over here. It's almost the shape of Mont. It's kind of, well, it is the Toblerone logo, isn't it? Toblerone. There you go. Anyway, aesthetically, I think it kind of works. I find it pleasing in a way that I'd never thought that it would. It's not the most beautiful map I've ever seen, but it's pleasing. I'm going to give it 4 stars. Detailing across the whole, very good. Could it be more so? Yes, it could be more so, but actually I'm duly surprised. Again, I've got to give it 4 stars for detail. For gameplay potential, this has got a lot of playability in it. It really has. It's very nicely designed. The only thing going against it is the distraction that this is indeed a map of Europe, and you're always going to want to try and put French buildings in France and British buildings in British lands. But all told, I think, again, it deserves at least 4 stars. And I might be being a bit sharp on that. So yeah, 4 stars for gameplay. So maybe sort of like Europe by ioarrivodatutteleparti. It's got to get the BonBonB seal of approval. I cannot believe I'm saying this. On a replica map of Europe. What is going on with the world? Wow. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. Join me tomorrow for another map in the What's Map series, and there will be an old map on the screen coming up in a few moments, which has got the votes plopped on it today, so you can check that one out too. There was a special show on the weekend. I'm pretty sure that you've taken it in already, but if you haven't, it's on the screen now, and I will see you tomorrow where we'll be doing another map by an unknown creator. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.